Hello, my name is Jacqueline Cook, and I'm taking University 108 with Jillian Hartman. I'm attending Grand Canyon University to receive my bachelor's degree in early childhood education and early childhood special education. I live in Port Angeles, Washington, and I work for Clallam County Early Head Start Home Base Program as a home visitor. I work with families, teaching them that they're their children's first teacher, and children from the ages of birth to 3 years of age. And then they transition into the preschool classroom where I was a teacher for 1 year also. I felt like I should break the dispositions down on what my strength is and what my weakness is in each area, because I feel like I have strength and weaknesses in each area. So the first one was high expectation. I feel like I'm really good at communicating and being positive and supporting the children. I really appreciated the video where the teacher was having the children chant back their learning objectives. So I feel like I would like to see this being demonstrated more during my practicum and my practicum hours. I feel I've created individual learning plans for children and used assessment tools to measure growth. So I feel like I have a strength in that area. In compassion, professional friendliness, I feel like that is my personality. And provide intellectual and emotional and spiritual support. I feel like I do that in my everyday interactions, so I feel like I have a strength in that. I work with families and with children who are in some of the hardest situations, and I feel like it's a key characteristic you need to have to work in this field, and I hope to be able to take it into the elementary education. My professional conduct, I feel like I have a professional appearance. I feel like I would like to educate myself on policies through the school district. I feel like I'm not familiar with that, and I feel like it's my responsibility to know them so that I can implement them. So that is something I would like to do. I'm really good at communicating with students and letting them know I believe in them and with the families. And I feel like I have a pretty good standard for ethical behavior that I follow. I would like to learn to take more initiative. I'm an observer and I would like to take action more. So that is something I would like to work on, especially with my advocacy, which is the next disposition. So I'm really good at advocating for what the children need. Again, I would just like to work on taking initiative and getting that action instead of having to confide in someone else to do it for me. So that is something that I would like to do. I'm also on the board of Washington State Association of Head Start, and we lobby for early learning. And so that is one way that I'm utilizing to become a leader and advocate as well. Honesty, I feel like I am a trustworthy and integral person, and I feel like that's just implemented in who I am. And so I feel like that's a very big strength of mine. Reflection is something I utilize without even knowing it. I'm always thinking, how could this have gone better? How could the children have been more engaged? And that's something I practiced through obtaining my associate's degree. And so I feel like it's something that that I do have a strength in. With fairness for conflict resolution, I feel like I have a strength with building positive relationships and having the children engage. And I seek to understand, and I do try to withhold any bias that I have. So, as much as possible, I do. So, that is something that I'm aware of. I love when everyone has a level playing board, and so that's something I strive for. Respect for diversity, I feel, is a strength. It's something I've implemented in the classroom, just taking parent and child input and, bringing that into a lesson or something they see in the classroom. Curiosity, I feel like I need to work on this. I feel like I try to give children answers, whereas I should intrigue them to think about what the answer could be to get their critical skills going. So that is something that I would like to work on. But I do love collaborating with others, and that is a strength in that area. And dedication, I'm very dedicated to engaging and preparing minds for the future. So I will be there with a positive attitude so that the children can be there with a positive attitude for learning and just create the sense that we are all lifelong learners.